Good afternoon, South Sudan. This is Gender Talk 211. My name is Eva Lopa, and I am so happy to be back for the final roundtable for Women's Month. And today we are celebrating some people that are very, very special, women that are very, very special, and that is women in basketball. If you watch the show, you know that I'm a huge fan of women in sports. And today we have the basketball Amazons. Yes, not giants, Amazons, we're going to say, that are here with us to tell us about their journey and what's upcoming. So without any further ado, my beautiful guests, you are most welcome to Gender Talk 211. How are you doing? How are you feeling today? Start by introducing yourselves.
Hi, my name is Sofia Gustina.
Hi, Sophia.
A basketball player. I'm happy to be here today with you.
You're most welcome.
Yeah. So I've been playing basketball for a long time, since 2016.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
And I'm still gonna continue with it because that's my dream in life, to be a basketballer and make it until the NBA.
I love it. I love it. Before we hear the rest of your story, let's go next and introduce ourselves.
I'm so glad that to be here and to participate this program.
Yes.
My name is Anai Rebeca. I'm one of the basketball player. And I'm so happy, glad to be one of the basketball player because it's one of my dream.
Thank you so much for being here.
أنا اسمي أنير بيرجو
يا هلا ناس العربي. أهلين أنير.
من باسكتبول تيم تابنات يعني فرحان لأني نكون باسكتبول من لاعبة يعني في
أنا سمعت إنه ما لعبة صغيرة. حكوا لي قالوا لي حاجات كتيرة. They said Stephen Curry. I heard 3 points. Something. It's a big deal, you guys. But we're going to get right into it shortly. There's one more person that would like to introduce themselves on the show, and you are most welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Eva. Fellow listeners, my name is Marier Anyuat. I am the current Secretary General for South Sudan Basketball Federation, بالعربي, and I'm in العام لإتحاد كرة السلة. My young sisters here, they're actually young enough to be my daughters, but I call them my sisters.
Yes.
Just a word of advice, guys. I know you guys are not shy. So feel at home, speak your mind, and let people know who you are. Okay, thank you very much.
بتفكر بالراحة لسه بيتعرفوا على الناس وأول مرة وكده ما مشكلة لكن we will get there, don't worry about it.
Right.
So I'm so happy to have all of you here, of course you as well, Marier, because I would love to get some type of a vision of what it means even to the federation to have women basketballers. It's something that we haven't had for a very long time. It's not spoken about, and as we all know, women in sports in general is a bit unusual for South Sudanese still, but you're doing it. It's a part of it. And I'm not going to start with you. I want to start with the ladies themselves and know about their own journeys. So Sophia, I'm going to start with you. When did you start playing basketball?
I started in 2016, Welding Academic. And I keep training, Welding Academic, Dr. Bior, Numero Talata.
Okay. So you've just been training. 2016 is not far, it's not a long time ago, by the way. And how do you like it? How do you like basketball? What has it meant to you?
For it's meant a lot to me. I can't even explain it, but the way I like basketball, it changed over my life many things. It teach me many things in my life. Like, for example, work as a team. It's getting me like to change many things in my life for real. Like, I get love of it, I get use of it, I do things now in a way.
It becomes a sisterhood even, because you're with women who understand your passion and what you like to do, right? Also, I heard, by the way, a lot of people tell me a lot of things, so you'll be surprised that I know a lot of things about all of you. I heard that you have a figure in your life, a parent figure, that is into basketball as well.
Yeah, sure.
Who is that?
My dad.
Your father. And your father is a basketball player?
Yeah, he been playing basketball for good years, and now he's a coach for Warriors team.
Warriors team. Okay, and what does your dad think about you now into basketball and trying to grow within that career?
Well, actually, my dad ever support me. Like, he always support me in my basket, keep training me, give me advice. He ever there when I need him. He like ever in my back when it come to training stuff, basket things. He ever always support me.
Do you train with him at home?
Yeah, sure, I do.
Okay, do you beat him?
Not
Are you
exactly.
taller? Is he taller?
My dad is taller than me.
Ah, okay. But I'm sure you're stronger. You got this.
Why not?
Okay. All right. So Rebecca, tell me your story and your process. What has your journey been like? When did it start with basketball?
All right. I've started basketball in 2014. And then from there, school cut me off because I couldn't find time. And I was sitting for my PLE, so I could not find the time. But I resumed back in 2021 in August. So I joined training basket in Chuba University, that is Lualdeng Foundation. And then I keep training from there to Dr. Bior, to Jibawan, Nimretalata. So I love basketball, you know. To be a basketball player, as me personally, I will continue taking it for the rest of my life.
That's lovely. I'm really, really happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Anyier, Nasal Arabi.
اوكي يعني انا بدأت نلعب باسكتبول من 2016. كان من 2014 لكن كلام مدرسة يهو خلاني نقيف. 2016 جيت بدأت في ميدان بتاع حداف اللي هو جبوان. هو كوتش حقي هو مرني لما خشيت الوالدين أكاديميك، وهو جيت هنا بقينا قاعدين نمرنوا في دكتور بيار لحد الآن. يعني باسكتبول فعلا ده شيء جميل، ده حاجة أنا حاسبه فعلا لو أنا قاعد نلعبه قاعد نكون مرتاح. يعني نجي أبوي كتير كمان يشجعني في باسكتبول. احتمال يوم أنا لو ما فت يعني غبت أسبوع يقول لي يسألني ليه أنت ما فت، سبب بوريه بقول لي خليني نمشي، يعني ما يخليني أقعد في البيت لأنه هو لقى حاجة ده، يعني ده حاجة أنا اخترته مني ما بقدر بمنعني. ده حاجة اللي أنا يعني اخترته وما أقدر زول يمنعني فوق. يعني أي زول يقول لي خليه يقول لي أي شيء إلا باسكتبول. ده هو يعني باسكت ده يعني بقى أي شيء حقي، وأنا متمني يوم من يعني كل ما يوم قد نحلم يعني نكون لاعبة، أمشي ألعب برا وأجي أساعد كمان زي الناس اللي يساعد ونازل بإيال ليل كمان. ده حاجة أنا متمنيه في حياتي.
طب ما قلتي أي حاجة حسي، ما سألتك ذاته أي سؤال. أسألك شنو بعد؟ نديك الكرسي ولا كيف؟ Okay. So عايزين نوصل لوين بالباسكت؟ أنت حاسة في جامعة ولا في؟
لسه ما قدمتها.
هنقدم 200.
أنا هتقدم إن شاء الله.
عايزين نقرأ شنو؟
اللي هو أكيد.
قانون? Yeah, the whole team is coming for us. This is not normal. Their basketball law. It's a lot going on here. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Okay, Amazonians. I'm very happy to have all of you here. And in that, I also want to be honest. And I want you to also be honest. So you know that with us here, we have Marier, who is from the Basketball Federation. Before we give him the mic, and we have a bit of a conversation on the vision and mission for you as basketball players, is there anything that you would like to address yourself with the Federation? Anything that you would like to ask? It's a safe space, don't worry. Just, you can be honest. It's okay.
Okay, I got nothing much, but just the only thing I want to say for the federations, they should always focus for girls as they do for men's team. Like, they should also make the same thing, make balance what they do to the men's team, they do the same thing to the women's team. So, like, if they has a good training, a good what they also make for the women's team. And if they got a league for men's they also have for the women too. They make balance so we got have the same education and with the same line of training. Because we got no leagues, like we got no teams here for women. For us, we are playing under sometime Jubawan, Lualing Academic, Cobra. So we want to have a real team that we can be there. We know by that we are in the real team by name. That's what I want to say. Yes.
I know that the women's team, the women's national team, was established sometime last year. Yes. How many of you are play within that team?
Me.
You're the only one who qualified for that team. Did you go to Kigali? Was it Rwanda, Kigali? If I'm not wrong.
Rwanda, Kigali.
Okay. Did you go to Kigali?
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
And it says like, if you give a woman a house, she multiply and give you a home. And how does a home look? It's look beautiful when a woman is the one handling it. Woman handles a lot of things. So I'm just saying, like, as my sister said so before, like the teams, women teams, we need to balance. They have to balance up things that are already given to men, and they have to actually have that support. They need to have that support to women. We are not just called women alone. So a lot of things that we can do better. So, and when we get ourselves involved to playing basketball, that means there is a lot of things we need to achieve out of it. Not only playing basket, but to have the knowledge. Working as a team, it's actually something meaningful. Working as a team, you promote peace, unity, understanding among people, and how you guys live. So I'm so great for this federation, and I would like to ask my sister if she has something to add.
Okay. أنير لو عندك حاجة عايز تسأليها تزيديها لكلامهم.
يا عندي حاجة أنا دير ناس يعني فدريشن ديل يعني خليه يسووا نفس حاجة صوفي قالوا له خليه يعملوا لناس لبنات ديل تيم عشان الناس يكونوا فعلا عارفين تيم دي تقاتلها فوقه كده. ده حاجة يكون كويس يعني خليه يشجعوا بنات كتير لأن أنا شايف في جنوب السودان هنا ما قاعد يشجعوا بنات كتير يعني نصهم كلهم قاعد يشجعوا أولاد يعني بنات ما قاعد يدوم حقوقهم عشان كده يلعبوا كليا يعني بحطموا بنات. أحيانا تلقى في ناس ما اسم داخل ما بدو حماس لبنات يعني باينهم كده يعني زي ما بقدر حيسووا شيء حتى لو أدوم بقدر بيقدموا حاجة لقدام. لكن عندنا نطلب منهم خليه يشجعوا بنات خليه يدوا فرصة لبنات ده هل حيسووا حاجة ده ولا لا. يهو بعدين بيكونوا يكون عندهم كلام هل كان أدوا حاجة لبنات يقدر يجوا يقولوا البنات دي ما بقدر يسووا حاجة ده. دور الفات ده اديناهم فرصة لكن هم قدروا. لكن أنا بطلب منهم خليه يسووا حاجة ده لأنه ديرينه.
Okay. شكرا Anyier. Now we come back to SG of the Basketball Federation, and so many concerns here to be addressed, or so many comments to be addressed. But before that, I'd like for you to introduce yourself again and tell us a bit more about how you're involved with these women and basketball.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you, ladies. Anyier, Rebeca, and Sophia. I know these young women for a very long time. They're not only basketballers, they're all great human beings. I've seen them grow from as young as how old do you know? 19. So she was she was 13 or actually 12.
Wow.
When I first met her. So it's been a while. Now, again, my name is Marier Anyuat. As I said earlier, I'm the Secretary General of the South Sudan Basketball Federation. We've been in office now for about a year and a half, nearly a year and a half. Our president is none other than Luol Deng, and our Secretary General is the owner of Dr. Bior, which is Deng Bior.
Right.
So we have a very profound foundation for the Federation. We stepped in this process knowing what we wanted to do, how we want to do it, and who do we need to do it for. We couldn't have done anything not doing anything for women. I'm a son to somebody else's daughter. I have sisters, I have grandmas, I have cousins that are females. I have, female are everywhere. in our community. And for us, we can't say that we will do anything within the federation without doing anything for women. Again, كلام ده تاني نقوله بالعربي. نحن أنير ما ممكن بإمكانية عندنا ولا تفكير عندنا لما جينا في الاتحاد نقول هننساكم. ما في مجال في الدنيا ده من غير المرأة ولا البيت ولا أخت. So كلامكم ده كلام واضح مسموع كلام واضح ونحن سمعناه. بلد كمان سامع. انتوا برضه تعرف إنه as a federation and نحن برضه عندنا there are other bodies that we work with, institutions that we work with.
Yes.
Sometimes when you speak your voice, the way you guys have spoken today, some people will listen.
Absolutely.
Because it's not only us who will make it happen, make the dream of women, young women in South Sudan become basketballers or earn scholarships to go to U.S., you know, or to even make money playing basketball,
yes.
which is happening now. Newsflash, in Africa, the whole Africa, there are only 2 women who have been selected to WNBA. You guys know where they're from? They're actually South Sudanese.
I did not even know that.
The only 2 women
absolutely amazing.
who were selected in WNBA are South Sudanese. One goes by the name of Dud Bulgak, okay, and the other one is Awan Kwir, who was selected second overall pick, you know, about a year ago. So we have the tools, we have the talent, we have the heart, and these women right here are same example of those women who made it. So
yes.
what those other women have is opportunities, infrastructure, plans and programs for them to, you know, to get into basketball and shine. With our sisters here, we're starting from the ground up. Yes, the men basketball have gone to a different level. And yes, our tradition, our culture, our country ignores women. It's very true. But that doesn't mean that has to change. And that's what we're doing right now. We came up with the federation and we thought, you know, why not establish the first ever women league?
Right.
And that process has been ongoing now. These young women, they haven't told you yet, but they've been training for about 2 months. They're going hard. They're improving every day. The uniforms are here. The trophies are actually here. All we're waiting for is just, you know, their numbers, you know, to accumulate to 4 teams so we can spread them into 4 teams now and have them compete for the first champion of women in South Sudan. And guess what? The champion...
A women's league.
Women's league champion. That will be a champion of South Sudan for women clubs. That club, this coming summer, will be going to Zone 5, Women Zone 5 Championship. And they will compete against countries like Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Ethiopia, you know, even Egypt. Now when you compete from that level, now you can move to World Club Champions.
Right.
So for them, this is a starting small, but it gets bigger as we go. So,
absolutely.
So we're excited for them. We're happy for them. This is a goal of ours as a federation to make sure that our women get their platform, get their place, and get to do what they have to do, enjoying themselves, being themselves, and actually speaking loud. Because they're not only wives or people that have to cook for us or people that have to do things for men. You know, they are also human beings and they deserve to live fair life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the insight. And I'm so happy to hear this because it's really important that there's a vision for women basketballers as well as a federation and possibly the body that actually leads in basketball. It's important that you have a vision for them yourselves before we come to their dreams and so on and so on. We have to have a tunnel vision of that picture of where are we trying to get to or how far can we take them. So I'm happy you shared that. I just want to take you back a bit. You said the women's league's championship, right? And now we're just waiting for their numbers to become a little bit higher. How many roughly or an estimate women basketball players do we have right now training, let's say?
Training now, the numbers we have, it's around 90 of them. The thing is, you know, almost half of the 90 are beginners. So
okay.
They need to still learn the rules of basketball and how to play it and stuff. But these women here, they know how to play. What we wanted to do is we wanted to have a team of 15 each. So that makes 60 of them. we get 60 of them, we'll kick this league off. We'll have them, we'll get the refs, we'll get the fan, and we get them their families and everything, and this ball tips off and they get to play.
Okay.
So the championship that I'm talking about, now the 4 teams will compete against each other.
Right.
Okay, and then we'll advance into the playoff system. Okay, in which probably the 2 teams that are playing in the championship get to play each other 3 times.
Right.
And the best of the 3, the winner of the best of the 3 wins the championship. Now that teams becomes the champion of South Sudan.
We'll be able to now go
Now they can
abroad.
compete abroad. And that's now with FIBA, we found out that they're actually asking us, and for me, I have to meet a deadline to tell them that our women will be ready by this such and such time. So we have a time to meet, and yes, it's going to happen. Regardless of the challenges and what's happening, we'll do anything to make sure these women play, even if they have to play in Juba 1 or Dr. Bior or the stadium, anywhere. We just want to give them a platform to play and enjoy themselves.
I really love the determination, and I love the excitement. I also want to know what methods of approach, like how are you approaching the people? Because when you need more players, good players, or so on, to enter into a championship or whatsoever, you have to approach people. There has to be windows and opportunities and doors of how, because I've never heard of the training. I've never heard that a league is coming up. I've never heard that you need more women. You need more professional women or women, more experienced women in playing basketball. So how are you communicating that to the people? Because I wouldn't find it believable that we don't have any, or none are interested, or this and that, right? I would think that there are quite a few that do play basketball. Because in South Sudan ranking, I'd say football first, basketball is second, right? And women are interested. So how are we approaching now the people? How are we communicating this?
Now, and I'm glad that's why we're here today at Advance. Your audience are big. Your word gets out there. These women get to speak and also put out a request for them to be followed or even invite other players to come in and be part of this process. The platform we have are only our social medias, and also doing radio interviews and stuff like that. We ask them, and mainly my challenge to them is this is your league. I'm not actually the one who should be sitting here. There should be a woman sitting here on behalf
I'm glad you said it, because I was going to say it at some point.
Right, on behalf of the federation, because within the federation we have someone. Within our constitutional mandate, there is a women commission within the federation. Women commission is actually the commission that does everything for women. So me being here, it's not me being their bosses or trying to do things for them. No, we want this. There are women who are actually working and do these things for them. This process, even them being training and doing the stuff that they're doing, there are other women who are actually supporting them.
Right.
I'm not going to say their names, but there are a few out there who have actually donated money, brought in items, because for the training they need water, they need a little bit of nutrition and stuff like that to get their energy going and stuff. So there are other women, and this has only been women who supported them, not the men so far. It's been tough. It's been tough for them. It's also tough to even tell their parents where they're going, because our South Sudanese community.
Yeah.
So for people like yourself, Eva, and even themselves or other women who have a voice out there, they need to start speak and allow these young women to explore that aspect of them coming and being part of the basketball. And we did this. There are waivers that we sent to their parents, all of them here. We wrote papers and we took their parents' numbers and stuff, and we let them know, when your daughter leaves home and comes to us, trust me, they are as safe as they are with you at home. So we want this message to get out there, so parents know when those are Marier or Lul or Deng Biara or anything federation related, or the women commission of the federation does something, best believe your kid is going to be safe. They will be there to do the purpose of why they're there, and then they will get back to where they're supposed to go. So for us, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give this right back to you, throw it back at you. These women need your support. They need you to speak their voice. They need you to put that out awareness to let the other women know what can be gained from basketball. I know you know more about basketball. They know more about basketball. I don't have to tell you guys. But basketball is something that could generate lives, okay? Life opportunities where people can go to schools. People can actually earn money. You can become famous as a basketball player. Like this young lady here, before she went for a national team training, she was nobody. No, I'm just kidding. She was just Sophia. But now when she came back, even in her Facebook friend went from here to there.
Really high.
Yes, and when I know her, and she's like my young sister. I tell her, I said, now you will be attracting a wrong crowd as well. So be careful, look out for yourself, enjoy the moment, but know exactly where you're going and how you're doing it. So this challenge goes to all of us. We have to help them. We have to find ways to challenge other women. I have challenged women that I've known individually to come and help, and most of them have stepped up. The ones that I don't know, I'm going to also send out this challenge that, please, ya jama, da akhwadna, da akhwadkum, da banatkum, and they need support. The platform that they'll create is going to be a platform that your young sisters, our daughters, banada tanin jayat sawar, will go through the same route. So why not create something solid for them to make it a women's place?
Absolutely. It all sounds very good and well. What I do want to know as well is there are a lot of technicalities when you want to create such a great team, right? So you need resources, you need a lot of help. What is lacking? What are we missing right now?
We at the Federation, we try to stay away from anything money related, to be honest, because gurush mishkala. So what we ask for is any kind of support in kind. So for these young women, right, they need transportations. لأنه تمارين يقول تمرين بيبدأ من الساعة 5 يقول لي الساعة 7 عندنا مواصلات are very difficult for them to get home.
محتاجين لعربات يجون من البيت ورجعوا من البيت.
عربية اللي ممكن يوديهم البيت حتى جاي ممكن يجوا لكن رجوع هذا at least يعمل لهم drop off لأنه الدنيا الليل وsecurity كمان. So we need anyone who is willing to do something, to cover the transportation for these girls. We want people who can actually say, what, here are 3 boxes of juice for the team to use after training, or here are some janjara. Actually we feed them janjara right now. They're not happy about it.
Hey, I like janjara. What do you mean? Janjara slaps.
They want the chicken and stuff, and we told them, you're not pros yet.
Is that good even for your health? I don't know. For athletes, it's not, right? I think janjara will take you a longer way.
So Eva, we want anything to be given in kind. Okay, and for those that feel the need that hey, make it easy for me, I don't need to go do this stuff. You want to drop money? We have our finance guys who are at the Federation with Deng Biar. Find our office and just drop any support for the women. That will be picked up and will be used accordingly and for the right cause. So there is so much that they need. You know, but we take it step at a time.
Yes. I want to redirect this question to them as well. What do you think you're lacking? What do you think you need, right? Because other than individuals that can contribute or help in kind or whatsoever, sports in general, you have corporations that want to endorse. You have, banks that want to support and sponsor. Those are all very valid, and we need to now consider them as well. When it comes to that, what do you need? What are you lacking?
Okay. Many girls that lack of many things, like things for sports, shoes. Sometimes they don't come for training because they lack of shoes, lack of just like training wear, some stuff, and transport, as you say. Going back home is kind of too hard, or coming for training, you don't have money for transport, then they just like, I will make it next time because I got no money for training. So that's what I see is too much, like we don't get it, shoes, lack of training, transport, and uniform for training. Some of girls, they don't have those kind of sport uniform.
Okay. Are you in school?
Yeah,
You're in school. What are you studying?
computer science.
Computer science. Okay. Is it easy to balance between basketball and school?
Yeah, sure. For me, like, I go for classes in the morning, then my training time is in evening time. So it's okay with me.
Okay. I'm glad you're in school, by the way. That's really, really important. And also for anyone else who is watching that would like to support, I think it'll be so much of help if we can get sponsorships for school, right? That part is really, really important, because if you're doing basketball and school, you kind of can't work and, you know, go to school. So sponsorships would be very, very helpful. All right. Yes, Rebecca, what are you lacking? What do you think you need more of?
Okay, Sophie said like the shoes, the jersey for training, and the transport. Actually, you know, people are living in a different locations. Others live in Grey, Gudele, and you know those ends. Actually, it's far, and we need transport. And also, I'm asking people outside there to support us as women. You know, we have dreams. You know, supporting us like playing basketball. It's one of the most important sport. As currently, we also know, like if you become a good player, they sponsor you for your studies, and there are more women coming behind us, not only us, but more coming. So they need to be supported, you know. And I'm telling them this, they have to keep on supporting us, because all of us, we have dreams actually to achieve. We have dreams, and those dreams, when we work hard and we get someone supporting us, someone standing at our back, you know, we keep working hard for that. So, and also basketball, it's actually important. It's very important. You get a scholarship, you go out, you keep playing, and you get a lot of things, you know. You have money, and the money, you're not going to use the money for some other things like nonsense and all that. No, you don't use it. You know, you use it for something beneficial, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, something beneficial for people, for them to know actually what you're working for, or what your dreams or the goals that you need to achieve. You're telling people like me, I've been playing basketball and this is what I got from basketball, for them to believe and actually give out their daughters. They should not restrict them when they're going for training. So we need their support for all this.
Does your family support you in basketball?
Yeah, especially like my mom, if I missed not going for training, unless if I'm sick, but if I missed it today, she'd be like, and I know, you have to go for it.
Has she watched you play any game before? Has she come to any of your games?
No, it's actually the video we sometimes take.
That you show her?
Yeah, and then I show her.
I think she'd be very proud when she sees you playing in an actual league.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see that, by the way. I have to be there for this. Okay.
So it's one of the most important things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. أنير أنا عايز أغير السؤال معك شوية. أنتي قبل جوبا كنتي في خرطوم؟
نعم.
I'm looking at them because I really like Khartoum. Yes. كنتي في خرطوم. وين في خرطوم؟
يعني قاعدين في ولايات اسم ده قاعدنا في سنار، نرجع خرطوم نمشوا يعني كتير حاجة. قاعدنا في دمازين لأن أبوي كان تاجر، قاعدين نمشي من هنا لهنا.
أنا خرطومة. كنت في خرطوم برضو. I have not seen دي في الراديو الليلة. Stand up خرطوم. Stand up. Come on now. I'm really excited. كل مرة أول ما يجيني زول بيتكلم عربي, I really like that. Because we never get to, you know, speak the language anymore. So I get really excited having Khartoumers here. يلا أنتي بتتكلمي عربي. هل في الفيدريشن عندك كم نفر بيتكلموا عربي؟ الكوتش بتاعكم بيقدر يتكلم عربي؟
هيك ونس عربي.
بيتكلم عربي
كتير قاعدين نستعملوا لا العربي قاعدين نستعمل.
ما بتستعملوا انجليزي ذاته؟
يعني في احيانا الناس اللي ما بعرفين عربي اهو.
اوكي يلا لما تسافروا برا حيكون كيف؟ لو نمشي لكيغالي وما بيتكلموا عربي
خلاص تونس معهم انجليزي كده.
اساسا ما ضروري تتكلم معهم ذاته، دارينكم بس تقوم في النهايه ما ضروري تتكلم معهم. اوكي ويلا لو عندنا خرطومس حسب هناي حسب احضر، لو عندنا بنات من خرطوم وبيحضروا فيكي وبيسمعوا لك بتقولي لهم شنو؟ عايزين يلعبوا باسكتبول، نوصلهم كيف؟
اوكي يعني أحيانا برجع للأهل، هم بيقولوا لعيالهم خلي ما يلعبوا كورة. أنا ما أعرف ماله جايبنا البنات كتير كورة. البيت عنده حق تلعب أي شيء، دي تلعب إن شاء الله يلعب كورة قدم، كورة يا تويت، كورة طايرة، عنده حق تلعب. يعني جاي يقولوا كتير حقه. أنا قاعد نسمع بنات الدينكا نو ما يلعبوا كورة، ده كورة ما يلعبوا. أنا ما أعرف ليه، لأنه حاجة اللي نقول لبنات ديل خليهم ما يخافوا، خليه يجي يلعبوا كورة. يعني الأهل كمان خليهم يكونوا يشجعوا عيالهم لرغبة العيالهم دايرينه، لحاجة اللي هم دايرينه. شجع لك ما تحطم داخل المستقبل بتاع جناك ساكت، شجعوا لحاجة اللي هو اختاره. فسوق نقول لناس اللي قاعدين يسمعوا خليه يجي يلعبوا كورة ما يخاف على كل شيء.
اوكي شكرا كثير. حسي احنا طبعا حنوصل لنهاية البرنامج، عندنا 10 دقائق وعايز اسمع منكم واحد بتقولوا شنو للناس اخر كلمة.
Okay, my last word is like, as Anyier say, those families should allow their girls to come play basketball. Basketball even is not teaching us bad things, but we learn good things. If you any sport, not basket only, but any sport you play, you learn a lot of things, how even to behave, how to talk. It changes your life to the better way. It's not even taking it to the negative way as people think about it. Like if you're a player, you'll be like moving like a boy, you start talking like shit and what, but no, we learn good things in basketball. Even our coaches, they advise us. As he said before, when I come back from Kigali, he just told me, Sophie, you're gonna get a lot of things, but don't go through them, but be focused on whatever you come for. Focus on your goals, on your dreams. So our coach is even advising us for a good way. So basket is not a bad thing, but we just want to give message to our family. We come to learn, and they teach us even how, not only basket, but they teach us how to behave well, how to keep on school, because basket is not only just things, but it's both like focus on school too. So that's what I want to say for the family outside who are hearing me now. Allow your girl to play any sport she feel like, because she can help you also too, like the boy did. So if she play basketball, she also maybe can make it to the other teams outside the country. She help you with anything you want. She can be a good player. She can be a superstar or NBA playing any place. It's the same thing a boy can do, a girl can do too.
I agree. Amen to that. Yes, Rebecca. Give us your last word.
All right. My last word outside to the family, the parents outside, they have to allow their girls actually to play sport. You know, you don't have to restrict someone's dream or someone's goal. You don't have to restrict that. You know, they have to allow them, because, and after all, once we realize what actually you are doing or what you are not doing, you know, teaching them outside there, it's not all about like partying, you know, doing some other stuff outside, you know. They are not, but they are actually bringing them up, you know, in a good manner. How to respect others, you know. Working as a team, it's mean a lot. Working as a team, you learn a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Yes, you learn a lot of things. You know, you behave in a manner that everyone will actually respect you. Everyone will know that this person has something to achieve.
Absolutely.
In the future. So they don't have to restrict their goals. They have to allow them to come for any training, any sport, whether basketball, football, netball. They have to allow them, because in the sports they support a lot of people. They support them. You know, you get money, you get a sponsor, you know, a lot of things, and from there you actually, you know, run your mind. You think of what to do. When you get the money, you think of what to do best for the family.
Absolutely.
And for your country. What a man can do, a woman can do better or can do best.
I really love when you say
Thank
that.
you.
I love when y'all say that. Anyier, قولي لنا بالعربي عشان نرتاح. قولي بالعربي عشان أنا أرتاح. بس عاني في الكاميرا هناك، وبس قولي للكاميرا عشان أنا أرتاح، بس عشان أنا أنوم كويس الليلة.
اوكي يعني حاجة الراجل يقدر يعمله مرة بعمله.
Did you hear that? We said it in two different languages so you can understand it really, really well. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Mind an akhir kalma minnek? She said no. I'm tired. I'm going back. No. Okay, Marier, I would love to hear your last words, and also for women basketballers out there or enthusiasts, those who want to get into basketball, how do we join? How do we, open that door of opportunity?
First off, joining is free.
It's nice that you led with that.
Doesn't cost anything. For our women out there, we know you women are very passionate about things. I'm actually a believer, and I tell these young women every time at the training, I tell them that women grasp into things quick. You tell them one thing one time, they pick it up. They're good also following directives and just doing the right things when it needs to be done at the most. We don't feel the need to work hard with them. They can do this themselves. All we need to give them is a platform. Now the platform is there. We're giving them the platform. What they need now is a women leadership. It's sad. It's sad, by the way, that we have some are mothers now, some probably willingly retired from basketball, but there are a lot of women basketball players that are much older than these young three women here.
Yes.
And those young women are nowhere to be seen. And they know, I've been even asking some of them, Ya Jama, please talo. They don't need to see people like me standing there. I'm just another man that has been dogging women all along. They need people like you. They need other women to speak up. They need women coaches. Right now, their coach is actually Coach Madut. We need that coach to be Adut, if possible.
Yeah.
We rather that coach be Adut.
We would rather that.
We too. See, so we want to give you that platform where you get to be women and stuff. And there are certain things I can't speak to them about. Sometimes, there are times, where a woman just doesn't feel the need to practice because something is going on with their bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
They can't tell a man that. They need a woman coach who will understand that. Even if they need things like that, they can't come and tell me, because some of them will feel ashamed to say, I need this and I need this. So women role among this women is very important. So my last word is, please, اخواتنا يا امهاتنا اخواتكم والبناتكم الصغار اللي قالوا دايرين يلعبوا كوره ده ودايرين يعملوا حاجه تاريخيه في البلد ده, please يا جماعه, come and support them. They need your support in any kind of way. Even just being there to watch them train or practice.
Yes.
دور بشجعهم بدهم حماس ويلا البنات التانيين ما جو تمارين ولا ما قاعد يجوا تمارين يا جماعه. This thing is going to be huge. When the league kicks off, it's going to be huge. We will do anything to make the league huge. And I keep telling them, when the league kicks off, you maintaining the fan base is going to be your responsibility.
Absolutely.
But the first time, we will bring them. We will do anything to bring fans so they get to see you play. So into البنات التانيين اللي لسه ما بيجوا تمارين, join them because you don't want to be left out. فأنا الجيرزي بتاعهم بعدين, you're going to feel bad because you don't have one.
Yes.
And I know these three women here already guaranteed their jerseys unless they choose otherwise.
And you didn't bring me a jersey? Like, I'm #1 fan, by the way, and I didn't get a jersey? Not funny.
Good.
You're not coming back here again. I'm just playing. Yes.
We're honored. We're happy as a federation, and also on behalf of these young women, that you people have taken a chance to, to invite us. I know today's women in basketball.
Yes.
I'm not a woman, but I guess for the sake of womenhood today, consider me their brother. That wanted to be here.
It's fine. It takes all of us. It takes a village. So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we're honored. We're happy. We're excited to be here. We hope. This won't be the last time, because the more they speak ever, the more they will be heard. And they need to speak through advanced radios, because this is youth.
Absolutely.
This is youth station. So they need to come out here and speak more often. We have challenges. We have things. We need our government to hear these women projects, so they can be supported. Sponsors, like you said earlier, I didn't want to speak about sponsors, but Zain has been there. Zain South Sudan has been there. Zain has gave us the money for the league. There's
For
money
this league that
for
is
this
supposed to
league,
happen.
Zayn is the one that paid for it. So the uniform and the trophies and everything we have is Zayn who paid for that. And other companies, the small companies, also chip in left and right to make that happen. So Zayn has been doing it. Other companies need to do it. But now women themselves need to. There are women who are working in companies, NGOs, within the government that need to hear these young women and say something, or direct your voice to someone who can actually help these young women. There's someone who knows someone who could do something.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much for saying that. And just to for us to have an understanding, you came here and you gave me a responsibility. You have a message and it needs to get out there. And I promise you, I won't let you down. We will keep talking. We will keep shouting until we're heard, until you have everything that you need, because it's really important to all of us that you do make it. Because other than basketball helping you, you're a role model for those who come behind you. And that's really, really important. Before I end on the show, please let me know in the comments, what do you think? How do you think we should approach the people? What do you think women should do? What do you think we should do to get women that are in basketball to go ahead and join this league? Also put in the comments what you think about a women's league. Tell us in the comments. I'll come back to the comments later and respond. Do you know what's my favorite thing about any human in the world? Do you know what it is? Can you guess? You probably can't. Let me just tell you. Humility. I absolutely love humility. Do you know why? Because you can get anywhere when you are humble. Humility matters more than anything in the world. And you have that. You have groundedness. You're very grounded. You speak well. You know what to say. You know where you're trying to go. You're very disciplined. You're very determined. And that means you're very humble, because when you work hard, you're not looking above anything, right? You work hard for things and you're trying to get to things. And I feel comfortable when I see young women that are humble leading the next generation or leading women. I feel safer, because if you have ego, we're not going to get anywhere. Right? If you don't have discipline, we're not going to get anywhere. If you see yourself above everything, we're not going to get anywhere. And people that come on here, women that come on here, especially young women that have a vision, that's one of my favorite things to see in life. And you have humility, you have vision, you have determination, you have discipline. And I haven't seen it for myself, but I heard you got talent. I heard you have amazing talent, and I'm sure you would not be in this place if you did not have talent. So I just wanted to say that to encourage you and give you a bit of words of motivation that even when there are challenges, you will overcome. You're going to get there. It's important that you come out and speak to us so that I know where I can come in and help you. I know where I can come in and deliver your message, because you're not alone. You've never been alone. We're always here. We just need you to communicate. So now that you came on here, we're going to communicate together. And today will definitely not be the last time that you hear from these women on the show, or from women basketballers on this show, or advanced youth in general. We'll keep on having them until we all understand the kind of responsibility that we do have and we get them to where they need to be. My name is Eva Lopa. This is Gender Talk 211. Thank you so much, my guests, for being here. Thank you, audience, for being there. I will keep coming back to you to return to your comments, and you have a great night ahead. Drive safe and get home safe.